When I was younger, I was super obsessed with just sex in general. I was like, dude, I have to have sex. I gotta get a girlfriend, whatever, because I gotta know what sex feels like. Because a lot of my friends, they were getting action and I was getting no play. So eventually, got a girlfriend, had sex. It was a awesome experience, I guess. But after a while of just like having sex, it's like it kind of feels empty, or at least that was the case for me. I was like, what's the point? Like, yeah, I mean, you get your rocks off, but after, you get that post nut clarity and you're like, what the fuck am I doing right now? And that's kind of how I felt about, just chasing girls and just like doing it to get pussy. I know a lot of guys do that. They spend a lot of their time and energy building up the skills so they can like talk to and riz girls, and eventually, the purpose for that is, for most guys, if they'd admit it, is just because they want to have sex, and like after sex, they're on to the next one, I suppose. And I guess that's fine. I'm not like making a moral like judgment over it. It's more so I just don't think it, for me personally, it just never seemed like a good investment of my time, because from hearing what other guys like who were like far ahead of me like have way more success with girls than I have, in terms of like being able to sleep with a lot of women. They say like, yeah, eventually it just gets to the point where it's just empty. Like, yeah, you have the sex and yeah, whatever, but it's like you're starting from zero all the time. You're never actually building something that is like more long term and actually like last or whatever. And it's kind of what I've been thinking about, and kind of why I haven't really been focused on girls right now, because one, I am not in the position where I'd feel comfortable to even be in a long-term relationship. I think this is a reason why my past relationship failed, is because I just wasn't ready, both financially and both like just understanding my direction and purpose and what I wanted to do. Like the person who I was when I got into the relationship is not the person who I wanted to be like in the long term. And of course, like changing, whatever, growing, your partner like may not like what that version of you is, all these different things. So basically my priority has been fixing my problems first and getting to a position where my frame is strong enough where once I actually do get into a relationship, okay, this is optimized for the long term. I'm not gonna say chasing girls is a complete waste of time, because you definitely can learn a lot about like female nature, the dark side, and I guess just different sides of female nature that a lot of guys won't understand until they've actually experienced it. And that certainly is valuable, I'm sure, but I don't know. I guess just for me, I never thought that girls, or I always understood at some level, like girls are not going to be the most important thing in my life. Like the most important thing in life for me is what I'm going to contribute to the world, that'll like last long term, whatever impact that I have essentially. And the biggest impact that I have is probably not going to be in any relationship that I have with any woman. So I mean, yeah, women are important. Sure, they can. I mean, they're good for like their own thing, but it just doesn't seem like the most important thing, is what I'm trying to say. Maybe a relationship, it could be like a very long term, like fulfilling thing, but at least like these short term flings with women, I just never thought, or I'm not gonna say I never thought. Like I did think that was cool for a while, but then once I thought about it for a while, like after having sex and whatever, it's just like, dude, I don't want to waste my time doing that. There's only so many there's only so much attention and energy that I can spend throughout the day. I'm not going to spend it on something that I just don't think is that important.